ladies and gentlemen, our co-convener, His Excellency Mr. Ni Hong, Minister of Housing and Urban Rural Development of the People's Republic of China. A very good morning to all of you. It is my great pleasure to welcome all of you to the beautiful city of Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia. Malaysia is very honored to host the second ASEAN-China Ministerial Roundtable focused on sustainable housing and construction. This year, it also marks the Golden Jubilee, 50th anniversary of the establishment of diplomatic relations between Malaysia and China. AMRO 2024 is therefore built on this strong relationship and the success of the first ASEAN-China Ministerial Roundtable on Construction, which was held on 16 September last year in Nanning, People's Republic of China. Fellow ministers, excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, we are very fortunate to be able to gather here in one of the most peaceful regions in the world, faced with multiple challenges. In our diversity, we have established a tradition of mutual respect and have cultivated a proper Thai neighbor policy. In the spirit of ASEAN, let us engage in meaningful dialogue and collaboration to strengthen sustainable urban development by reforming the housing and construction sector to ensure we leave no one and no place behind. Today, over 51% of the population in ASEAN and 66.2% in China resides in urban areas. For us in Malaysia, 78% of our population now live in urban areas. By 2025, these figures are projected to increase to 56 and 65% respectively, positioning ASEAN countries and China as urban nations. China has 17 megacities with population exceeding 10 million, while ASEAN features 2 megacities, that is Jakarta and Manila. Coming close on their heels include Ho Chi Minh, Bangkok, and Greater Kuala Lumpur. Ladies and gentlemen, this rapid rate of urbanization continues to put tremendous pressure on the natural environment and is fast altering of the social economic structure and identity. Over the next 15 years, the construction sector in Philippines, Vietnam, Indonesia, and Malaysia are forecasted to be among the fastest growing markets in the world. This growth is driven by robust population expansion, rapid urbanization, and support from investors and the private sector. Now is the time to transition towards more environmentally conscious and socially responsible approaches to building and living spaces. I am sure we cannot forget the recent heat wave that buoyed our region. As you all know, cities are responsible for 70% of all carbon emissions, and that the construction industry is a major contributor to climate change. From energy consumption, carbon emissions, and waste generation, the housing and construction industry presents a critical opportunity to drive positive change through innovation and cooperation. Over the past decades, ASEAN and China have deepened our engagement, expanding trade and investment ties, enhancing regional connectivity, and fostering cultural exchanges. This strategic relationship has been further reinforced by the alignment of national development plans to regional initiatives, such as the ASEAN Economic Community and China's ambitious Belt and Road Initiative. Today's our Ministerial Roundtable meeting is a testimony of this continued relationship and further serve as a platform for knowledge sharing, policy coordination, and the identification of mutually beneficial opportunities for sustainable urban development, with the theme Building Sustainable Futures, deepening ASEAN-China cooperation in housing and urban development for prosperity. We can harness our combined expertise, resources, and innovative capacities in ASEAN and China to unlock transformative change in the urban environment. In the process, we can empower communities, facilitate the private sector, and give greater roles to youth to actively participate in the implementation of sustainable urban policies. As you all know, we need a whole of society's approach to meet the challenges of climate change and to ensure we future fit our cities for a more resilient and prosperous future. Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, I am pleased to see that the sustainable urbanization agenda is increasingly important to ASEAN and China. As a former executive director of UN Habitat, now my colleague who is with us today, Dato Sri Maimunah Muhammad Sharif, said at the COP28 Ministers of Urbanization meeting, quote, "We need to flip the script on urbanization," unquote. We can make our cities and communities more energy efficient, invest more in renewable energy, improve water and waste management, and ensure our cities are inclusive places for women, children, the disabled, and youth. We must ensure that the tools that we have, including digital technologies and other smart city features, are people-centered. Cultivating this shared vision for sustainable urbanization will require a holistic approach that aligns with the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals and the UN Habitat New Urban Agenda. By implementing the new urban agenda, we can meet the needs of our growing populations, but not at the expense of our natural environment. We can implement nature-based solutions to preserve our natural resources. We can also find ways to make cultural heritage meaningful to the young so they can be a source of inspiration and not to be confined to museums. By investing more in adaptation, we can build resilient cities. In short, ASEAN and China shall work together to create livable, inclusive, and resilient cities. In our case, we have always had a strong tradition of plan-led development. Malaysia's national physical plans and national urbanization policies are aligned to our national economic blueprint. This also includes alignment with national environment and climate change policies. This is important as industry, energy, food, and green technology policies are instrumental to nation building. Malaysia sees integrated and plan-led development as part of our commitment to the implementation of the new urban agenda. The second United Nations Habitat Assembly in Nairobi last year, we committed to develop a regional urban agenda platform. We believe that member states in ASEAN and the Asia-Pacific region will find the platform helpful to report on progress for the implementation of the new urban agenda. The platform provides opportunities for knowledge sharing and capacity building. We would like to thank UN Habitat for technical support, including at this meeting and the coming months as we continue our engagement with the member states. Fellow ministers, Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, ASEAN and China have a long-standing partnership in the construction and housing sectors. The two regions have collaborated on large-scale infrastructure projects, including sustainable housing development. This cooperation has been driven by the shared commitment to economic growth, sustainable urbanization, and improving the living standards of our citizens. Looking forward, I sincerely believe there are 4 areas where there are significant opportunities to deepen this partnership. First, affordable and adequate housing. Second, disaster resilient infrastructure. Third, smart city development. And fourth, urban regeneration and sustainable urban redevelopment. In all of them, construction plays an important role. China's expertise in large-scale projects and ASEAN's own unique construction practices rising from region-specific needs are complementary and mutually beneficial. Ladies and gentlemen, adequate and affordable housing is a fundamental right that directly impacts the quality of life and social stability. Rapid urbanization in ASEAN countries require innovative solutions to address the growing demand for housing. Collaborative efforts between ASEAN and China can lead to the exchange of best practices, technologies, and policies to tackle housing challenges effectively. By promoting sustainable and inclusive housing initiatives, we can achieve a more balanced urban development and reduce inequality in the region. By embracing green building technologies, sustainable urban planning, and affordable housing solutions, ASEAN and China can promote a more sustainable development model that safeguards natural resources and enhance the well-being of communities. This focus on sustainability align with global agenda such as the United Nations SDGs and position the region as a leader in sustainable development practices. It is anticipated that in the coming years, 90 million more people will be living in urban areas in ASEAN, while China's urban population will go beyond 65%. Quality urban environment is therefore critical to address challenges such as pollution, congestion, and dilapidation. Demand for modern quality urban spaces are on the rise. Citizens want modern infrastructure and expect a new generation of livable and environmentally friendly cities. Urban regeneration now is the best opportunity to promote sustainable urban development. Smart technologies, green infrastructure, and innovative sustainable design solutions are being integrated into urban redevelopment initiatives. There are also many opportunities for collaboration between ASEAN and China for urban regeneration, where cross-border partnership can facilitate knowledge exchange on best practices and solutions, capacity building, joint investment in sustainable urban development. I believe this will unlock the full potential of urban regeneration to create sustainable cities in the future. In sharing, Malaysia is currently working on a new law to ensure systematic, well-planned, and effective urban renewal. We hope that by investing in urban regeneration efforts, we will be able to give a new lease of life to our aging buildings and cities. If you take a short train ride from here, you can see how we are protecting the cultural and architectural heritage in downtown Kuala Lumpur. We believe that by protecting our cultural heritage is essential in making our city distinctive, creating a new economy based on culture and creativity. Fellow ministers, excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, the adoption of innovative building technologies has become increasingly vital as the construction and housing sector continue to evolve. These advanced technologies provide a wide array of solutions to enhance the design, construction and performance of both residential and commercial buildings. From innovative materials and prefabrication techniques to advanced automation systems and smart home integration, the construction industry is entering a new era that prioritizes energy efficiency, reduce environmental impact, and enhance user experiences. The emergence of 3D printing and additive manufacturing in construction has enabled the rapid and cost-effective production of complex building components, resulting in reduced waste and labor requirements. The developing nations of ASEAN will have the advantage of leveraging technologies to transform their development through the integration of Internet of Things devices into buildings. This integration will optimize energy usage, enhance comfort levels, and enable predictive maintenance, resulting in substantial long-term cost savings. Fostering effective public-private partnership now is crucial for advancing the construction and housing sector both in ASEAN and China. These collaborative models bring together the resources, expertise, and strength of the public and private sectors to tackle complex challenges and drive sustainable development. By leveraging the agility and innovation of private enterprises alongside the oversight and policy support of our governments, PPPs, public-private partnership, can unlock new financing mechanisms, accelerate infrastructure projects, and deliver affordable housing solutions that benefits communities across the region. By providing an enabling environment for PPPs, ASEAN and China can harness the synergies between public and private stakeholders to address critical infrastructure gaps, provide access to quality housing, and create more livable and sustainable communities. This collaborative approach can also strengthen regional integration and open new avenues for cross-border cooperation. Fellow Ministers, Excellencies, the meeting initiated by China last year served as a valuable stepping stone and a significant platform for fostering collaboration in the construction and housing sector. Today's meeting in Malaysia will continue to build upon this foundation by delving deeper into our pathway forward together, particularly focusing on the implementation of sustainable construction and housing practices that will bring benefit to our communities and the environment. He underscored the commitment to advance sustainable development initiatives and enhance cooperation between stakeholders in the construction and housing sector for the greater goods of all involved. I sincerely believe the sense of optimism and unwavering determination within us is imperative as we aim to reinforce cooperation between our nation in this crucial sector. As the saying goes, you want to travel fast, you travel alone. You want to travel far, we travel together. We eagerly anticipate hearing from the ASEAN member states as your contribution will play a pivotal role in shaping the foundation for a roadmap that chart the course for our future collaborations. Our collective joint effort underscores our shared commitment to foster partnership and drive progress in the construction and housing sectors for the benefit of the societies and beyond. With this, I close my opening remarks by saying, Ribuan terima kasih, 谢谢你, Thank you.